Think about it. The most successful people in the world don't constantly scream for attention. They don't post their every move on social media or make sure everyone knows their every accomplishment. Instead, they focus on the work, and they let their actions speak. So why are you still hustling for validation? Why are you trying so hard to be seen? What if the real secret was to disappear? Let me tell you something. I used to be that person. I thought the more visible I was, the more people would respect me. The more I posted, the more people would know my worth. But that only led to burnout and frustration. Why? Because I was chasing the wrong thing. I was looking for recognition from others. And when you're chasing recognition, you're already playing the losing game. Here's why. You see, we live in a world where attention is currency. Everyone is vying for it. You scroll through social media, and everyone is trying to outdo each other. But does it ever lead to true power? Number, it leads to exhaustion. The problem with constantly seeking the spotlight is you're never truly in control. You're always at the mercy of the opinions of others. And let me tell you, if your self-worth is tied to external validation, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. You ever post something online and then stare at your phone like a hawk just waiting for those likes to come in? Yeah, I've been there too. But here's the deal. That fleeting rush, it's nothing compared to the long-term power you can build by disappearing for a while. Trust me, it's worth it. Here's the thing no one tells you about constantly being on. When you're always visible, you make yourself vulnerable. And I'm not just talking about the risks of overexposure. I'm talking about the emotional toll it takes. When you're constantly seeking attention, you lose track of your own journey. Your path becomes about others, their expectations, their judgments, their opinions. And that's a dangerous game to play. Do you want to know how I realized this? I was burning out. I felt like I was giving everything, yet gaining nothing in return. I kept comparing myself to others, trying to prove myself, trying to be seen, and it almost broke me. But the turning point came when I decided to disappear. Not in the sense of vanishing from the world, but I chose to stop seeking validation, to stop worrying about what others thought. I started focusing on what mattered to me. And let me tell you, the moment I stopped being so visible to everyone, I started seeing changes I couldn't have imagined. I began to grow in ways I never could have if I stayed stuck in the spotlight. But it wasn't just about taking a break. It was about something much deeper, the shift that happened in my mind. And I'm going to reveal it in just a second. Stay tuned. True power comes when you control your energy. When you withdraw from the chaos, from the noise, from the constant need for approval. You regain control over your time, your decisions, and most importantly, yourself. When you disappear, you're not disappearing from life. You're disappearing from distractions. You're creating space to reflect, to grow, and to make deliberate, intentional moves. Because here's the thing. True power isn't about being everywhere. It's about knowing when to show up. Knowing when to step back and let your work, your actions, and your values speak for themselves. And that's what makes the difference. The person who can disappear and focus on their own growth without needing constant validation becomes the person others respect. It's not about being seen. It's about making a difference when it counts. So let me ask you this. Are you ready to disappear? Not from life, but from the noise, from the expectations, from the constant battle for attention. Are you ready to reclaim your power? Start by shifting your focus inward. Stop seeking validation and start living for yourself. This is your moment to take control, to invest in your own growth, and to stop chasing after the things that don't matter. The true power is yours, waiting to be unlocked. Subscribe for more insights on mastering your mindset, building your own path, and living a life that speaks for itself. Let's disappear from the noise and create a life that demands respect.